So Elphaba seriously needs to stop the problems that she's creating for herself. In the past weeks, we've had dramas, scandals, and quite a few TikTok live breakdowns. And I seriously think with all of the things that I'm seeing, Elphaba needs to look in a mirror and realize how much damage the platform on TikTok live is doing to herself, because it's horrible to see. We're going to cover all these problems and more. And I really hope that Elphaba sees this, because she seriously needs some time off. So yeah, hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm Jake Baz. We cover the weird and wonderful on the internet. And today we're on another series of Big Elphaba. We all know Elphaba, right? She's the most controversial creator on TikTok live. She's an influencer. She's a phenomenon. Or at least that's what she thinks she is. Realistically, she's just a bit of a problem. And the reason I'm covering her today is because all this drama seems to have got to her, and it seems that a cog has turned in her head and something switched. Hopefully, I believe for all the right reasons, but we know what she's like, so probably not. So a couple of days ago, me and Alex did a video responding to her drama. If you haven't seen any of it, basically Imallexx was in a little bit of drama with Elphaba. She were fully going at him, and she had her pants pulled down basically. And yeah, in one of the clips, Elphaba decides to laugh at her mum, saying that Alex should do Robin Williams, which I don't know if you know how he ended up going to the next world, but please do have a look. But she's come back and responded to this, saying, oh, it's not the case, and well, I don't think I'm buying that. But before I do get into this, if you enjoy the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd love to see you back. We're a very small channel. And just a bit of a trigger warning here, because we're going to be talking about like exploitation and mental health, so if any of that might hurt you in any way, please do click off. So if you didn't see this clip, it's in the end card of my video, but I'll play it now.
Shove off, go and have a shave. You can do what Robin Williams did. You can shave.
Even though she didn't say it, her mum was laughing, which is the worst part. And yeah, so we were trying to theorize, and we couldn't come up to a conclusion as to why she would actually allow that to happen. But it's all fine, everyone. It's all good, because she came out on her Insta and she decided to post this.
I'd like to actually personally say something. There's been a thing on TikTok going around, right, where I told Imallexx to unalive himself. What the fuck? Where did that come out my mouth?
So let me just clarify this. She wasn't the person to say it. That is for certain. It was her mum, as you heard. But for me, it wasn't just the fact that it was your mum that was saying it, which is sort of enabling it. It's your actual laugh to the thing, which is the worst part of it. You are enabling it, and yeah, you've come off the hook this time for saying something, oh yeah, I didn't say that, but it doesn't mean you didn't straight away turn around and go, no, stop being stupid. You doubled down, you laughed at it, and it's embarrassing. Maybe think a little bit about your actions before you do stuff like that.
I would never wish that on anyone. And if it's to do with this Robin Williams thing that came out my mum's mouth, that wasn't actually me. I would never wish that on someone. That is just disgusting. And that's been heavily misunderstood for a bit of fucking clout and content. I just wanted to...
Once again, she throws her clout and content out. Well, actually, if anyone uses that clip, they're going to realise that it's not you that is the person that said it. So I think she's trying to back this off by saying, oh, I didn't say it, when it's very evident that you were in the room and you experienced this and you laughed at it.
I just wanted to let people know that, because, girl, that's just disgusting. And I swear on my entire life, that is not what I would ever intend to anyone. If you ever meet me in real life, I'm not that kind of person, swear on my life. And people are now just twisting shit for some drama. So swear down, I want to address that. Thank you, love you, and that's it.
So you can say that this is for clout and drama all you want, but actually no, it's the actual premise of it. Your mum said it. Yeah, your mum said it. You never backed down, you never said sorry or anything like that, you just kept going with it. And the caption on this video is, and my mum didn't wish any on anyone either. She was referring to a movie scene where Robin Williams had a beard, out of defense that Alex was being horrible to me. So she was being Mama Bear. And I think this defense is sort of set up on the fact that she told him to have a shave before, like Alex to have a shave, which little bit ironic. And actually, Alex wasn't being horrible to you. He's one of the only creators who will actually be on the platform not spouting these sort of rhetoric which is disgusting about you. Like, for example, with all the misgendering, people always try to misgender you, and nobody does that. Nobody does that around these parts. Everything has been made up to show the drama that you get yourself into by being such a decisive character on TikTok Live. Maybe if you didn't scam your fans, maybe if you didn't charge 50 quid for a subscription, maybe if you were a nice person generally on the platform, people would appreciate you a little bit more, wouldn't they? But instead you try to get clout by any means. To say how much you talk about clout, even in this you talk about clout. To say that you want to get clout by any means, and you decide to go on this platform and just be so nasty to other people, to people around you, it's so ironic for you to come out and say anything like this. Anything like this. And also, this is the problem here with this Robin Williams thing. Well, it would be really nice if that were the case, but after listening back to the full clip quite a few times, there is nothing there about that with that reference to the beard. So it's either the camera didn't pick it up, which... considering how terrible the microphone is, no, that's not the case. Or you're once again realised that you've had your pants pulled down and you're trying to crawl yourself back in. And this is the problem with you, Elphaba. You tend to go up and down the scale from drama to drama, and then you have multiple apologies on everything that you've done. And when you also constantly tell so many lies on the platform, how can we tell that this is the truth? I mean, objectively, in my opinion, I believe this isn't the truth that she's on about, but who am I to say? Maybe it is just a mistake, and no. Also, just to quickly mention, this intro here.
I'm Alex, to unalive himself. What the fuck? Where did that come out my mouth? I would never wish that on anyone. And if it's to do with this Robin Williams thing that came out my mum's mouth, that wasn't actually me.
I just find it very weird the way you phrased that, Elphaba, because if I have a look at your Discord, which, by the way, I've been kicked now, everyone. I'm so sorry. I've been kicked from the Discord. Rest in peace, Miss Glinda Mothball. But you had a voice note that came out before this all happened. You're just gonna have to trust me here, like, actually trust me, because I was in the Discord and I was doing a bit of a dig and I saw a clip where she was explaining about this, and while she's here being all expletive and being like, what the look, like that sort of thing, being so dismissive of it all, she actually came out and did a normal apology before this, so she's acting up for the camera on top of all of this. And I just find that so wrong.
Robin Williams was in, and it was like a comedy scene, and this was a quote he said, I once shaved all my hair and stuck it on my ass. And that's what my mum quoted. I don't know what film that's from. If anyone remembers the quote, please let me know so I can post that clip on here, just for any clarification and context.
Well, if she said that, why didn't she say it? Just a thought. Just a question.
So basically, in reverse, she was just kind of referring to a quote from a movie. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. My mum was not taking the piss out, because we love Robin Williams. We watched all his films. We still do. My mum was just referring to a context scene where like Robin had a beard in a movie. So mum said, go to a Robin Williams and shave all your hair and stick it on your ass. That's what she said.
Once again, well, why didn't she say it? Like, I understand this potentially could be a bit of a mistake, but at the same time, it seems very, very intentional. And as we say, because you lie so many times on so many occasions, how can we even trust that what you're saying now is the case? Quite frankly, I can't really.
They're going to twist it and say, my mum told someone to unalive themselves, which is not true. She quoted a movie, which I just posted just now. You can go look. No, that my mum would never do that. You can keep saying, and I'm glad you know the context now. I hope you know the context. It's very easy to misunderstand my mum. I know my mum, so you don't really know her too well. So please know that she's got good intentions.
She's got good intentions? What do you mean? She's got good intentions when she insults someone's character. At worst, you've insulted the way that he looks, which Alex doesn't stoop down to that level, so it's embarrassing.
I want to be the bigger person here, and if he's going to keep talking about me, then we all know who's obsessed. Bye.
Finishing it off with we all know who's obsessed. Well, that's not how it works. It's because of the way that you are, for the millionth time, Elphaba. So, fair enough. That's a misunderstanding then. Let's wipe off every other thing that's gone wrong. It's just fucking embarrassing. Like, I can't even be arsed with it. So we're gonna go on to yet another apology that she's done, because there's been some sort of fallout on TikTok in the past couple of days with Elphaba, because she's constantly getting blasted for the things that she's doing. And well, she ends up actually apologizing to someone, which, fair play, you've finally brought yourself up a notch. This is to one of her old TikTok friends, and she's already said no to the apology. She doesn't accept it, but yeah, you can only wonder why she's apologizing now. And considering the context of, well, why is she doing this out of the blue? I don't know. Nobody knows.
Mama Cows, well, we were friends, and I was kind of, well, I mean, we were in and out. I mean, I met her first. We were kind of like a team at first, like against Evil Queen. Do you remember that? But the problem is, things got a bit like drama-y with other people, and I just kind of like didn't like that necessarily.
Well, we all know that you're not one for drama, Elphaba, am I right?
And I was just a blunt person on the podcast and said that she gets involved in too much drama, and I was honest that day.
Well, Elphaba, I did a video last week that has, I think it had about 12 clips in from you being full of this drama in the past 7 days, so I don't think you're in a position to speak about anyone about drama. She always tends to put herself on like this high pedestal when in fact she's below the floor, she's in the basement and she's hiding. Also, just know, I've clicked it up a bit here, but we're a minute in and we've not had an apology yet. It's just been like, oh, you're full of drama, I called it out, I said who I am. Maybe just say sorry and move on.
I was very honest, and I'm so sorry if that came out like a bad way, but like I just said that about her on the podcast, and that's what caused our friendship to fall apart, unfortunately. And that's a personal apology to Mama Cows. Like, I am sorry that you took that the wrong way, and still am, but I'm a blunt person, and that's the thing I can't help.
Why does she do this every single time? She tries to obfuscate the actual truth by just batting around the bush. Instead of just saying sorry, she's like, oh, you're this person, you're that person, you're that person. And then saying, oh, my personal apology. It's just another instance of Elphaba just taking the piss, quite honestly. She always gets herself in drama. It always goes bad. She always looks like a mug, and then she keeps going for it. She can never just sit back, admit when she's wrong, and just accept what's coming for her. It's constantly, let's get on the next TikTok live, let's get a universe, let's splash it up the wall, let's get a new Louis Vuitton bag. Maybe for 1 second, just think about the people that actually watch your content. So, following that similar trend, she decides to change her mind for the better after very nicely apologising about this situation. And she decides to come clean with all the lies that she's told in the past and just being truthful. And the reason for this is a situation I'm not really going to talk about because I've had a look at it and it looks very messy. It's about Elphaba and SA. And quite truthfully, I don't think there's enough in the public eye for me to even want to make an opinion on this right now. And because it's about SA, it makes me want to handle the situation when I know truly what's going on.
You can definitely see what I'm admitting to and what I am telling you what's lies. Seizures, that was a lie as well. I can definitely debunk that for you right now. When there was a video about me, and I can tell you right now, does anyone remember seeing this on my eye? And I went like this. I had some makeup in my eye. Fidgets. Again, I'm incredibly sorry for that as well, and I will not be ever doing, ever be promising people with diagnosed autism fidget toys and not send them. That will never happen in my life again.
What a mouthful that is. I promise that I won't be giving fidget spinners out to autistic children. Alright, fair enough. The fact that she totally glossed over the fact that she actually pretended she had autism and then lied about it, that's probably the biggie. But you're not going to think about that, are you, Elphaba? Because you got better things on your mind.
That will never happen in my life again. £50 subs was an accident. That's how my life.
So that's actually hilarious. £50 subs are an accident. Well, I checked last week while you were on TikTok Live, and guess how much there were? It's just so embarrassing to go on this platform and say stuff that you're lying by lying. Like, you're doing lieception. Like, what? If your subs were £50, what, 2 months ago, and they were £50 2 weeks ago, well, 1 week ago, how does that even make any sense? Check the priorities, you dosser.
They will be changing on the 24th of December, 2023, back to £3.
Can someone enlighten me? Because I don't think you have to change it every so often. I think it's something you can change every time.
The Tourette's thing, I've already addressed the Tourette's thing, but I'll address it again a second time. I was very fucking uneducated on the situation and the Tourette's community. And I'm very, 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 very sorry to the Tourette's community. And I will never in my life be that uneducated in my life again. You will never hear that from me on my life. I didn't understand. I was very naive. And I was old enough to know better. So it's not an excuse. So I will be educating myself more on the situation.
This is the thing. That does actually, for probably the first time, come across as a genuine apology. But if you think about what she actually did, I don't see where she's coming from. The entire situation runs around the premise that she actually faked having Tourette's for a long time, and she's saying that she's uneducated and didn't understand what she was doing. Well, there's no way that you didn't. You understood it was something that made people tick, where they have these random ticks that they can't control, and at the premise of that, full stop, you shouldn't be faking it, you shouldn't be lying about it, and to say that you were uneducated is embarrassing. And even though you sound like you're genuinely apologetic, this just throws it out. She's something else, man.
Card machine. I was doing the card machine because I was overwhelmed of not having a normal life. I was doing it as crowd control. So it was a £5 for a photo because people were taking advantage of me and taking photos of me without my consent anyway. So I kind of did that as a way to stop people taking pictures of me.
This is the problem, Elphaba. You say sorry and then you say, oh, it was crowd control. No, it wasn't crowd control at all. You did it because people were coming up to you asking for a photo and you thought, how do I make this chargeable? How can I turn this into a brand new Louis Vuitton bag? That's why, coincidentally, at the same time, you're also flexing the amount of money that you make. And then she goes on to say that people were taking advantage of her by taking a photo of her in public. And, well, yeah, it is not taking advantage. It's a bit bad, but it's something that if you want to be this massive influencer figure that you think and know you are, well, it's something you got to get used to. A lot of people do it. Everyone does it. Some people are too scared to come up to you. Everyone in the public eye goes through it, and it's gonna happen. So crowd control? What, you're gonna wave a fucking card machine at them and they're gonna run off? Just stop lying. Just stop lying. The shamelessness is insane.
And what I've addressed so far, if you haven't, and we're on the 4 picture, I've addressed DV, Tourette's, I've addressed that, I've addressed autism, I've addressed the £50 sub thing, the cash machine.
I think the entire premise of this was just the fact of she's going to blurst everything out, but she's ticking these off like some massive tick list, hiding the rest of them. And I bet that there were so many people that asked certain questions in her life that either got muted or she just didn't want to answer, so she didn't go through it. The ones that she thought that she could respond to, she responded to. And what does that say about you as a person? The fact that you even got 10 dramas full stop. It's not like you've been around 10 years like Miranda sings. You've been around for like a year. Just the total lack of understanding around everything. It's so embarrassing and it just brings everyone else down.
Like, I haven't even ate today, and it's already at 4:41, so it's going to be dinner time soon, so that's my first meal of the day. So I hope that some of you have listened to this. I really, really genuinely appreciate, like, you listening, and how many of you have been here for a while, because I don't know if there's new people coming in, but hi, I just want this to stop. I'm so exhausted.
So Elphaba, it's very clear to me that you do seem exhausted about the entire amount of situations that you're handling, but the reason that you're handling them all is because you're putting yourself in that position. If you weren't constantly doing these things on TikTok Live to either get attention or to money grab, you wouldn't be in this position, but you are. And then to also go on to mention that you're not eating because you're stressed, well, get off live. Literally, leave TikTok live and go and think about your actions. Maybe then you can start to heal and start to think, what am I doing wrong? But it's almost like you don't have that in your head. You don't have that back door that is thinking about these things. You just kind of just go with the flow. If you truly feel that your mental health is affected by this, I've also seen stuff about you being addicted to TikTok live. Well, actually go and take some time and reflect. This whole public figure thing is not for everyone, and well, it doesn't really seem good for you. It doesn't seem good for you now, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be good for you in the future. You're obsessed with the attention, you crave it, so you need to cut that out. And the majority of your attention is negative because you are a negative person and you bring so much negativity onto the platform. I don't think you should be on TikTok Live full stop. I don't think you should be there, but for some reason you are. So if you're going to stick around, at least go away for a while and think about it. Very evident to me that your mental health is not in the best place, and I've gone through so many experiences myself of that. And when you're in them positions, by constantly bringing stuff out in the public and making everything worse again and again and again, how are you ever going to learn? Stop being a dick on platforms. Go and meditate for a bit. I don't know. Go for a couple of walks. Stop being so divisive and stop getting takeaways if you're worried about money. Then the same night, she has a breakdown on TikTok Live, and I'm not going to show it because I don't think it's a good thing to put on the platform at all, but I am going to take some snippets of audio, so I'm just going to like splice some fun up there.
I have to be scared every day because I'm trans as well. At the same time, I have to walk down the streets and be scared because I'm going to be recognised as Elphaba.
So you're going to be scared because you're recognised as Elphaba. Why do you go on and say that you love people coming up to you as well then? I don't get it.
On top of that, I've wrapped my life up now. I'm never going to get wicked. I'm never going to get into the West End.
You've still got time to change.
It's not going to happen, Mum.
This is the thing, Elphaba. As much as I want to be like, you can achieve anything in life, you can't with the way that you've been on this platform, the way that you've acted on TikTok Live for so long. It's only gonna bring this negativity. Yeah, of course no one's gonna want to bring on someone who is this type of person that scams, that lies, that gets in drama all the time, that is such a divisive figure. Anywhere. Why would they want that in Broadway? If you want it to be in Broadway, you could have maybe decided not to do anything like this and actually focus on your craft, but you haven't and you didn't. And now you're in a position where you're being a horrible person on the platform. You should have been banned multiple times. And yet you're still causing problems. It's like if I want to go and work in the police, I'm not going to go and rob a bank a couple of years before, am I? Like, that would be stupid. In such a world where there's public figures are so looked at so heavily, why would you even think this is a good idea? But like I said, think about your actions. And then after this, she goes on a full breakdown about people wanting her to be Robin Williams, essentially. And unfortunately, hate is something that you're going to get on a platform, and especially when you're the type of person that you are on the internet. It's totally unjustified. No one should be even going in these TikTok lives and commenting these horrible things. I've started muting the actual stuff on my videos, like the comment section, because it's horrible, some of the things that people say to her, and you shouldn't be saying it. All it does is feed this massive hate train, and it comes to nothing because she's gonna keep doing this stuff anyway. And obviously you break it down on a TikTok live, it's horrible to see for me. I don't like it. That's why I'm not showing it. It's a horrible thing for your viewers, if you do have any that actually care about you, to see. It just feeds into the haters. So if you're gonna be in that position where you even feel like you're gonna cry, go off TikTok. This is just another problem with Elphaba. She spends her entire life on TikTok live, and you see the ups, you see the downs, and you see all in between as well. Please, for the sake of everything holy, Elphaba, take some time off TikTok. Go away for a couple of months, please, a couple of months, and actually think about how you're portraying yourself on this platform. I really don't think you will. I think you'll keep coming back and keep trying to get relevancy, keep trying to get fame, and still being decisive. But nobody actually wants that. The reason I'm making these videos about you is because you keep getting yourself in these situations. Just don't push yourself in them situations. Seek help and then maybe in a couple of months' time, you'll be in a lot better position to handle the internet differently. I don't wish anything on you apart from you to be banned from the platform, and I think that the majority of people who would, in specifically watching my videos, would think the exact same. You're a terrible person on TikTok Live, but that doesn't mean that you can't learn and you can't leave. Also, with some of the other things I've seen on TikTok Live, please get help immediately. But it seems even her mum is starting to get annoyed at her, as for some reason she decides that she could potentially kick her out.
Clean, clean. What have I been doing? Yes, I'm sure all the people telling me to go clean have fucking dirty houses themselves. My house is spotless. Oh, I'm sure it is, love.
I don't want to say don't clean your house. You need to put some bed sheets on for sure. You could probably do with getting rid of all the fleas in your house. But yeah, just tidy it up a bit, that's all. Not saying my room's a perfect example of that, just, yeah, take care of yourself.
Must have a shouting.
Alright.
Fucking turn the fucker off.
I know.
It's not fucking funny because it's getting negative.
No,
I
no.
don't need that fucking shit. You'll all be out.
So yeah, her mum's as pleasant as ever, clearly. Bear in mind, I did show her mum blowing a snot rocket and dropping it on the floor in one of my last videos, so they're not the ones to talk, are they? But yeah, she seems to be at the edge of a temper, maybe. I don't know. Her mum's always come across as a brilliant person, so there's also another instance of her losing her mind.
I'm just all showing you what you expect of me and what you want me to be.
What are you suffering? What are you suffering from now? Are you actually not talking to me?
What?
Like, the fact that even her mum's tired of this shit of her just lying about everything that she has. You can tell by the reaction from Elphaba that she's been caught out in a lie again. Nothing new for her, is it really? It's not like she's lied about a million other things. But I thought that her mum was in on most of the lies, so clearly not. Clearly not. Clearly she's telling us to stop being an idiot.
I can't take any more.
Just smiling it off, you know, that's how you need to be. So what can I really say about Elphaba? Well, as you can see here, she's completely gone off the trail, the track, and she started going down into this apologetic sort of nature, and she's done this before, and then she comes back with the same shit, and she starts again with all these dramas. How many more dramas is she going to be into? I don't honestly know, but I can bet it's going to be quite a few. As I said, I want Elphaba to take quite a bit of time off, think about her actions, seek help, mainly seek help for being this liar that is so obsessed with themselves and the way that they present themselves, despite being very ironically the exact sort of person who's so divisive and dramatized on these platforms. Stop going on TikTok Live 24 hours a day and start just being a normal person, maybe. But yeah, what do you lot think? If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd love to see you back, like I said. We're very consistent over here. I've been Jake Baz, and I'll see you later. Take care.